Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Dizzy. Today, we're diving into one of Hollywood's most shocking stories. The truth that nearly destroyed Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. Don't forget to hit subscribe, tap like, and leave a comment to support the channel, because what you're about to hear changes everything. Nobody expected the message to appear at midnight. Not while Selena was editing the last track for her album, and not while Justin was in studio in L.A., pretending everything was fine. But there it was, a single notification that shifted everything. Selena stared at the screen, heart hammering. See you tonight. It won't be the same. It had Justin's number, his tone, but the words were different. She typed back, trembling, "What do you mean?" And then the reply came, "Trust me." The next morning, tabloids lit up. Selena update. Justin seen arriving at hidden rooftop party. According to multiple sources, the relationship that had started in 2010 had been teetering for weeks. Vogue. Como. +2. InStyle. +2. Selena ignored the headlines. She knew Justin better than everyone. She knew when he said one thing and meant another. What she didn't know was that this time, it wasn't just him. Backstage, she watched footage of Justin laughing, a girl's silhouette next to him in the frame, glasses raised in celebration. Her chest twisted. She thought of their first public date, the St. Lucia vacation in early 2011. Fly FM, more music, less talk. +1. Justin arrived later that night, his jacket over his shoulder, eyes avoiding hers. "So," he said quietly, "we need to talk." She nodded. "Let's go somewhere else." They found a quiet balcony overlooking the city. The lights glowed like possibilities and dangers. "You got a text?" he said before she could speak. She swallowed. "Yes." "And you replied." His face tightened. "Selena, you're reading too much." She leaned in. "Am I?" "Because you disappeared for hours. Because your phone lit up in the middle of dinner with someone named M." His answer was silence. And that silence shattered her. Back inside the room, she saw movement on the phone. A hidden call log, timestamps, unanswered texts. 2:17 a.m. M. 2:45 a.m. Video attached. Rooftop. Her legs gave out. She closed her eyes and asked the question she dreaded. "Why?" His voice cracked. "I was making a mistake." Selena's eyes opened. "That's not a mistake. That's a promise you broke." And with that, she turned away. The world outside kept flashing cameras, but inside her mind, a new truth was forming. She couldn't be the girl who waited while the story wrote itself without her. The world thought the breakup was clean, that Selena walked away quietly and Justin moved on with his tour. But behind every headline was a truth too messy for PR and too emotional to erase. 3 days after that balcony confrontation, Selena's assistant found a flash drive slipped under their studio door. No note, no sender, just one file labeled "Don't trust him." Selena hesitated, then pressed play. The screen flickered, and there he was. Justin, at that same rooftop, laughing, smiling, holding someone's hand that wasn't hers. The camera zoomed in. The girl turned, and Selena's stomach dropped. It was Madison Beer, her former mentee, her friend. Selena covered her mouth, heart shattering in slow motion. She didn't need context. The internet would give it once soon enough. That night, TMZ broke the story. Justin Bieber caught cozy with Madison Beer at private event. Sources say they're just close friends. But fans weren't buying it. Hashtag Justice for Selena started trending before dawn. Paparazzi swarmed her car, shouting questions she couldn't even process. By morning, the phone call started. Her label, her PR team, even old friends. "Don't post anything," they said. "Don't speak. Let it blow over." But Selena Gomez was done being silent. At 9:12 p.m, she went live on Instagram. No makeup, hoodie, raw emotion. Her hands trembled slightly as she stared at the camera. "Everyone deserves to know what's real," she said softly. "And sometimes, what's real hurts." Over 3 million people tuned in within minutes. She didn't name names. She didn't need to. Justin saw it from backstage at his show in Atlanta. The crowd was chanting, the lights blinding, but his hands were shaking. He left mid-set. No explanation. No goodbye. Hours later, a new video surfaced on TikTok, a backstage clip showing Justin throwing his phone, shouting. They were supposed to delete it. Within minutes, the clip hit 10 million views. By sunrise, every gossip site had one headline: the video, the betrayal, the meltdown. Selena sat alone on her couch, phone vibrating nonstop, tears dried on her face. This wasn't heartbreak anymore. It was a war for her truth. And deep down, she knew one thing. If the industry wanted to bury her story, she'd dig up theirs first. Because somewhere inside that rooftop footage was something even bigger. A voice in the background saying something she couldn't ignore. "Don't worry, Justin. She'll never find out." It wasn't Madison's voice. It wasn't Justin's. It was someone much higher up. And Selena had just realized this wasn't just a betrayal. It was a setup. Selena had been in the industry long enough to know when a rumor was random and when it was orchestrated. And this one, the rooftop video, the Madison leak, the perfectly timed headlines, smelled like choreography. She replayed the clip over and over, isolating the moment that voice spoke. "Don't worry, Justin. She'll never find out." A man's voice. Calm. Confident. Too familiar. Selena called her security chief. "Can you trace the background audio?" An hour later, he returned pale. "It's from the label's PR suite. The timestamp matches the night of the party." Her stomach turned. They were filming him? He nodded. "And you?" "They've had hidden cameras for months." The next day, she went silent. Not because she was scared, but because she was planning. She'd been keeping her own backups. Emails, messages, screenshots. The kind of digital ghosts the industry hoped she'd deleted. That night, she texted one name. "Taylor, I need your help." Taylor Swift had been through this kind of war before. Within hours, Selena was sitting in Taylor's Nashville home with a laptop and 2 mugs of tea, watching hidden files that connected the dots. Every scandal, every leak, every mystery source. Taylor leaned forward. "They used both of you for attention. But now, you have proof. Drop it smart, not angry." Selena nodded, tears in her eyes. "Then let's burn the whole script." At 2 a.m., Selena's private Twitter account went live with one cryptic post. "Truth uploads at sunrise." The internet went into meltdown. Fans speculated. The label panicked. By 8 a.m., a 7-minute YouTube video titled "What They Did to Me" dropped, Selena narrating screenshots, emails, and the uncut rooftop footage. Within an hour, it hit 20 million views. The hashtags #Selena exposed the system and #Justice for Selena took over every platform. Meanwhile, Justin sat in a hotel room watching the video in disbelief. He wasn't angry, he was ashamed. Because in one of the emails she showed, there it was. His manager, replying to the PR team. "Leak the clip. It'll distract from the Haley questions." He threw his phone. "They used me to break her." That night, Justin called Selena for the first time in months. She didn't answer, but she listened to his voicemail later, tears rolling down her cheeks. "You were right all along. They turned our love into marketing. I'm sorry for letting them." Selena stared at the city lights outside her window. She wasn't sure forgiveness was even possible anymore. But one thing was freedom. Because for the first time in years, her story belonged to her. And the world wasn't calling her the ex. They were calling her the woman who beat Hollywood at its own game. When the sun rose over Los Angeles that morning, it wasn't just another day. It was the day Hollywood's most toxic love story turned into a revolution. Selena woke up to chaos. Her exposé had hit 50 million views overnight. Every label executive, every PR handler, every fake friend who once called her emotional was now silent. She wasn't just trending, she was winning. But somewhere across the city, Justin Bieber was spiraling. He hadn't slept. His phone wouldn't stop buzzing. One text from Scooter Braun burned into his screen. "Delete your post. You're making it worse." Justin stared at it for a long time, then replied with just 2 words. "She wins." Hours later, Selena's phone buzzed, an unknown number. She almost ignored it until she read the message. "Check the rooftop. There's something waiting for you." Her heart pounded. Against every warning from her team, she drove straight there. Same place where the video had been filmed, same skyline that had once watched her heartbreak unfold. And there he was, Justin, alone. No cameras, no security, no entourage. Just him, raw, quiet, human. He turned as she approached. "Selena, I didn't come to fix the past," he said softly. "I came to tell you what you didn't know." He handed her a phone. His phone, open to a video file labeled rooftop_MP4. She pressed play. The uncut footage rolled, Justin arguing with a man off camera. I told you to delete this. Relax, Justin. It sells. She'll survive. Selena's hand flew to her mouth. The voice, the same one from the leak, belonged to one of the most powerful executives in music. The man who'd made and destroyed careers for years. Justin looked at her, eyes glassy. I tried to stop it. They blackmailed me. If I spoke up, they'd ruin us both. Selena stared at the city below. And now? He sighed. Now I don't care. For a long moment, neither spoke. The silence wasn't anger anymore. It was understanding and grief. Finally, she whispered, You let them turn us into content. He nodded. And you turned that content into truth. The next week, the video went public. Names, receipts, emails, everything. Hollywood wasn't ready. Within 24 hours, that executive resigned. Fans flooded social media with one message. Hashtag Selena saved herself. Months later, Selena released a song titled Glass Walls. The lyrics? You filmed my pain, but I filmed my rise. It debuted at #1 in 23 countries. And when the press asked Justin about it, he simply smiled. That song isn't about revenge. It's about survival. And I'm proud of her. For the first time in over a decade, there were no rumors, no fake narratives, just two people who had finally told the truth. And maybe they'd never be together again. But maybe that wasn't the point. Because sometimes love isn't about getting the ending you dreamed of. It's about surviving the one you didn't.